No pressure.
And we're live. Welcome, everyone, to a beautiful Sunday morning here in the Central Standard Time Zone. Early Sunday morning on the West Coast in California. And then joining us from London, we have Brandon. And from Lithuania, we have Anthony. And it is honestly gorgeous outside here today. It was freezing cold last night, but it's definitely spring as I see all the birds flying around. And I am loving the energy of this new moon in Aries that we have today. And I think that's kind of why I got inspired to try this collective meditation experiment with my fantastic friends. So, I think to start us off, well, before we get started, actually, the collective intention for this was to be a vessel for the source energy, for that pure divine white light to flow through and to radiate out to the rest of the planet. And so, with that intention set, I'd like to turn it over to Karen to bring us into our heart centers.
Yeah. So begin to get comfortable. Take a couple of deep breaths. You may keep your eyes open or closed. Start at the pineal gland, from that perspective. And then begin to lower down to the throat, down to the heart. Imagine a rose made out of light, and it's gonna grow. And as it grows, we're gonna connect to everyone on the planet as we face north, and we're gonna hug the planet basically with its magnetic field. Breathe the heart center. Expand that.
Is anybody there?
Greetings.
My phone ran out of battery in the field, so I came back.
No worries. I think we're literally right at the 30 minutes. I think we're maybe short a minute, but that's okay.
Oh, brilliant.
Nobody's counting the change, right?
Oh, okay, that's good. I held the intention and the thought process the whole way.
That was very pleasant. Very spontaneous Vipassana there. The whole silence.
Mm-hmm.
We had this whole other intention, and just Karen really kind of brought us into that heart. And we were just there. That was kind of nice.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I don't know how long I was stood there for when my phone was off. I was just in it, you know. So yeah.
Well,
so I guess
we had 2 minutes left.
That's fine. That's fine.
You have what minute? Yeah, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
See, I was close. I
Yeah.
was counting it. I was like, I think we're a minute or two away, but no, that's pretty close. That's okay. That's the whole point, was to just bring us together,
Mm-hmm.
and to show that we can spend that kind of time, you know. And I love how each one of us did it differently, you know, in that just the very ways that we were meditating were different. You were standing when you started out, Anthony. Brandon, you're sitting there, and you know you got the eyes mostly closed, and in that, you know, deep meditative stance. I'm sitting there like goofy grin going, just like, and Karen was all like solemn and, you know, just at peace, and just kind of faded away. And it's like, I really love how that illustrates to everyone that it's not so much that there's a right way as it is that as long as you're doing it and you put the time in, right?
Well, I think maybe like we can all share our experiences of what we felt during those 30 minutes or so.
It was nearly 30 minutes. We started literally 30 minutes ago. So we almost made it to the full 30 minutes there. My question would be, yeah, Brandon, please, what did you feel?
Well, honestly, I did actually enter into these types of meditations. I honestly feel like that I can literally feel the earth, but since of our intentions of connecting all of us here through where we are around the country, I literally did feel that circle. I felt that connection between all of us, and I felt like that there was a specific spot, and there was like a borderline that was past me. It was like we connected we made our own little continent, or even country.
I like that. What about you, Anthony? What'd you feel? Gabi, phone dropping out notwithstanding.
Well, yeah. I mean, while standing, I mean, I stood there for probably a good 20 minutes. I mean, I don't know when my phone cut out, but I was just connecting to. I was visualizing the the flow of connection, the connection to my west, which was to Brandon, and the connection to my east, which was around to Karen, and then visualizing you as circling around from both directions, and just visualizing sending energy out in both directions and receiving, and just letting that circulate and letting that kind of expand as this band going outwards and upwards and downwards, like in longitude. And that was just very peaceful. That was very calming. Like I said, I mean, I was just stood there for I don't know how long. You know, it was nearly 30 minutes. I mean, it only took me 3 minutes to walk back. So
right. For myself, it was very much these. It started out, you know, we were doing the heart centering, and it felt like fire kicked up in my hands here, and then I just kept getting these waves of. I mean, I don't mean fire like it burned Al. I just mean fire as like the warmth of standing by a campfire kind of a feel.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of kept expanding in waves, and occasionally they would tickle, and it was everything I could do not to like giggle from how it felt. And so I would get the wide grin from that. But other than that, yeah, it was. I mean, I'm always pretty peaceful. I don't know. This was a little beyond that.
I think this is definitely something we can keep cycling through. Keep building upon. Obviously, in terms of rituals, the more you do it and the more often and keeping to a schedule, the more powerful it becomes and the more present it becomes. We can even start lighting a candle or having a flame present while doing these meditations and connecting and visualizing across to each other. That will strengthen that connection as well. And there's various other little bits and pieces we can do to strengthen that and develop this practice.
That was beautiful, Anthony. That inspired me to say, as a bonus, thank you to everyone who has made it this far into the video. We actually have a live viewer. To everyone who has made it this far in the video, this exercise that we just did is something you can do on your own time with your own partner or someone you want to work with. Use FaceTime or Google Hangouts or whatever. Get yourself a video call if you're not in the same room with each other, or if you are, just sit apart from each other and look each other in the eye. Allow that space between you become filled with that same piece we were just writing. And rewatch the meditation. Join in with us. You'll feel it too.
Oh, I just want to say so that during those 30 minutes, I had my eyes just slightly open, just with the hood on, and after I saw that you were grinning at that.
Sorry to interrupt, Brandon, but I'm just going to say bye because I have to leave now. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Anthony. It was a pleasure to see you.
I look forward to speaking to you again soon.
See you later, Anthony.
Yes. What were you saying, Brandon?
So I was saying that during those 30 minutes, I had my eyes slightly open, and I felt like that we were speaking telepathically, and that your energy was literally passing to me, and it made me smile. It's just like you were just being in the moment, just in the silent.
It felt like music was moving through me, honestly, and it felt so good. I wanted to smile and kind of dance around, especially there at the end. I was having trouble remaining still because it really felt like it was this song I knew but couldn't quite name, and it was just that's kind of what it felt like, and it just wanted to come out of me. So that was really fun. I really enjoyed that a lot. And I think we may have lost Karen. I think she may be either...
Or maybe she's still in the meditation.
Yeah, she's deep into the meditation. She's gone super deep on us. Or it may be that her internet lagged out. But either way, I think that this has been a fantastic Sunday morning talk. Sunday afternoon for you. But that has been a fantastic meditation and talk, and this is where we're going to call it for today. I want to take this feeling with me, and I want to come back to it frequently. So, thank you, Brandon.
You're very welcome, Josh. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be here.
All the love, my friend. I'll talk to you soon.
Many blessings, Joshua.